podcast, man. Yo. Four-way podcast. Yo, man. You already know it's Flizzy 317 of the Four-way podcast, man. We outside again. I'm sitting here with a wonderful woman, NaShan Clay. She's a mentor. She a journalist. She goes around city to city showcasing stories that your news will not tell you.
I feel the same way about you, Nitro.
Man. So, definitely great to have you on, for real.
Appreciate it.
Where we at right now? Go ahead and let the people know.
We in my hood that I grew up at, man. Town and Terrace condominiums, known as Brentwood, Mount Vernon. As y'all can see, it's currently getting knocked down. Half of it is already gone.
Is underway at the troubled Town and Terrace apartment complex in Indianapolis.
The demolition here today had been on hold for nearly 10 years as part of a lengthy legal fight, but with that lawsuit now settled, the city promises every building in this complex will be torn down. Watching that work proved bittersweet to some longtime Town and Terrace residents.
To see it come to this, it hurts.
Thankfully, my grandma's building is still standing for a little bit longer. So yeah, that's where we at, man. 42nd Street, Post Road.
So speaking on that, you grew up in this neighborhood. What was that like growing up out here as a young woman?
I ain't gonna lie, growing up out here before all like the crazy stuff started, like over here was probably one of like the most safest neighborhoods in the city. Like I know a lot of people, it got a lot of bad rep because a lot of people was murdered over here and what was going on. But before all the issues, it was one time just a community. Everybody that lived over here knew each other. Even like Post Road was a mostly like white dominant neighborhood.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
See, that's something I did not know at all. So wait,
Yeah.
Back in the day, whenever this shit was like really coming up, like this was mostly
White neighborhood, yeah. It was for like Army people. So it was for like connected to Fort Harrison. Like the National, I think the National Guard, something like that.
Yeah, they're over there now, I believe.
Yeah, so, but things changed and people that look like me and you started to move in. They started to move out, but a few of them still stay here. It's like you had a lady right here in the front and you had the two sisters right there. So they still stay here, but it was like a community. Everybody knew each other. All the buildings was up. It was a quiet neighborhood and it was safe. Like if you lived over here, it's like it was like a statement on Post Road.
Okay, but so like we speak on it, like everybody knows, like growing up, man, you hear 42nd and Post Road. It was dangerous. Did you feel that growing up? Like you say, it was a community. Like you say, you felt safe. Like did you notice the violence that was happening, or was it just something that was overlooked because you were growing up?
I don't even think it was really violence when I was like a kid growing up over here. I probably like a few like older people that that was in the streets. They died. They was killed, but it wasn't over here. It wasn't until like we got older, that's when like things started to I started to see it. But overall I didn't sense it being dangerous.
And then so how is growing up over here shaped the way, you see the world today and how you do your content?
I mean it helped me become who I am, the struggle, just growing up.
In your view on the world, whenever you're going out to these different neighborhoods and you see different acts, for instance, you're downtown the other day and I saw that viral video where you're telling these people yo, I still love y'all, and these people are telling you in your face hey, I hate you. So do you feel like coming up out here kind of had a play on how you react like that?
I think that's just my character, for real. It's honestly, I don't know. It probably does tie into it, but it comes to it with my character. So I feel like wherever you grow up, it helps shape, it helps shape who you are. But me saying that I love you is more so I don't have to respond. I don't have to hate a person just because they hate me, for real. But I just think it's just who I am, for real.
Hell no, because that was definitely dope as hell to see. Because I didn't even I saw the video and I was at the basketball tournament, so I didn't really watch it. And then I got home and I actually sat and I listened to what was being said on there, and it was crazy to hear you telling these people for me, because they're just coming around with complete hatred, but you letting them know yo, your hatred doesn't impact on how I see the world and how I go about my day to day.
Yeah, that's crazy that you brought that up, because some people was mad because I said that.
Yeah, no, I was reading the comments. I didn't know. I personally, I seen it as just something good, just putting out good energy, because that's how I go about my life. Always putting out good energy. Even if something's bad going on, you'll never see me in a bad way or with a frowny face type shit.
Yeah, that's a good topic though. I think it's just my character. I'm not gonna, just because you hate me, I don't gotta hate you. But back to the other question, did this neighborhood, help shape? It really did. It taught me almost, God put me here for a reason and helped shape me who I am today. So yeah.
And then speaking on that, like God put you here, do you ever feel like where you come to now, you know, you're traveling around, you're speaking in these schools, you're speaking to kids, you know, probably they grew up in neighborhoods just like this.
Yeah.
Do you feel like how does that feel for you? Like what is that? Where did you find the drive to say like this is what I want to do?
Back in 2020. No, actually it started in 2019. Probably 2019, 2019. I was probably in a relationship. I broke up with them because I just randomly got on my spiritual journey. I got baptized in 2020. Like during that 2019, 2020, I got a push to fight for the ghettos, and I started with my own. So I came back over here in 2020, and I bought a basketball court, and I started mentoring. So my whole goal the reason why I came back over here was more so just to try to show the city a different image and a different perspective of the people in this type of community. So that's what, that's what really like, yeah, just answer that question for real, yeah.
And then so I was speaking on like how you like traveling around. Where was the first place you traveled to? And then what was that to say like, you know what, I'm gonna get in my car, I'm gonna fund this, and I'm gonna go and showcase these cities? Because like the way your content, here's how I see it. Like I know there's a lot of flack on like the hood vlog term.
Yeah.
But the way I see it is like there's no news anchor, there's no journalist, there's nobody from Fox 59 willing to go and sit in these neighborhoods and just sit with the people and actually talk to them and, you know, ask them, you know, like, what's it like being out here, you know, like, how do you guys feel about being out here? Like, that's all, like, you know, super dope to see. So what was, like, the first city that you picked or, like, that picked you technically? Like, maybe somebody hit you up. How did you go about doing that?
What was the first city that I went to? I think it was St. Louis.
St. Louis?
Yeah.
And St. Louis is known for being, like, very violent, very dangerous. I've seen hella documentaries about that.
World out there. Yeah, it was St. Louis. I think the dude I think he reached out to me. No, somebody connected me to him. But he got killed.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, he got killed. So that's how I made it to St. Louis, and I got tapped in with St. Louis. So, crazy.
And then so when you're in these neighborhoods, what's the main thing that you want to like showcase when you're out here? Like what's something that you always keep in the front of your mind when you're going, like I got to make sure I ask them this or I got to talk to them about this?
I just got to make sure, my mind is more so make sure I don't glorify what we normally see. So I try to keep it raw as possible, but I also make sure that I direct it and make sure I stand on what I believe in and continue to push it in another direction and show a different image and show what I'm trying to do, and more so, you know, just change the thought process of the individuals inside of the community so they can see a different way, you know, allow them to step outside the hoods and see in, because like all hoods really, like if you look at all hoods in America, it's the same form of mentality. We honor the same things, we honor the same culture, like it's the same thing.
Nah, definitely, like, and that's like, that's something super huge that I love to see. It just like being able to, because a lot of people, if nobody comes and tells them, they probably think that they're the only one going through what they're going through in a way, you feel me? Like, and it's dope, especially for you, because like you're from technically, like we say, like the same exact neighborhood they're from, just in a different area.
Yeah.
So do you feel like that plays an impact? Because I know that it's spoken on a lot that they say, you know, black people can't go into these neighborhoods and do this. Like they say it's like something usually like used by white people. It's something that white people have the ability to do. But like, so have you found like any issues when going into these neighborhoods because like you're the same color as them or from the same area like them?
Every neighborhood, every city I went to, I was good. I never got any bad energy or anything like that. Like they protected me. When I was walking in St. Louis, we had people walking in the alleys, and while we was walking on the main street, they was in the back alleys making sure like I was good.
So they like, you feel me? They know. All right, see, I fucking love that because I don't know. Like I imagine, you know, doing the content you do, you already know like the stigmatism on how they say like, you know, oh man, if a black person can't go in the hood and like just record this shit, or they gonna have issues and like motherfuckers gonna want to bring violence towards them.
Nah, I'll be good. And I feel like when like God chooses you and when you're chosen, God puts a certain message in, like, you know, gift inside of you. He's gonna make sure that you're good everywhere you go. So I don't really have to. I feel like I can go anywhere I want to, and God will protect me.
And as long as you move with that in your heart, you feel good, you feel safe.
Yeah, I never felt unsafe anywhere I went to.
Even in St. Louis?
Never felt unsafe.
Nah, it's dope to see, because I ain't even gonna lie, like, watching these, like, it's almost like a secondhand fear. It's like, damn, like, me personally, I probably don't know if I'd, like, be as comfortable as you seem when, like, you're on camera and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I'd be real comfortable. But you gotta also know, like, I come from here. Like, this is my hood, too. So I come from the same thing. So personally, I already know how to move. And I'm not a scared, like, how I come off, I don't come off as a threat. Like, people underestimate me a lot because of the way I carry myself, how I talk, and how I look. So when they see me, they don't be like, oh yeah, she ain't gonna do nothing. Be like, but I come from the hood, you know, I come from real OGs, I've seen it all, my friends got killed, all that stuff. So personally, me, I know how to move, I'm very strategic, I know how to think. If I feel like I'm in danger, I know how to move around. If it comes to a point where I have to protect myself, I'm gonna do that. So like, that's why I also step into like different hoods and I feel good. So, cause I know how to maneuver in a sense.
no, yeah, I've seen your video, you know, when you speak on, you know, the Second Amendment right, and like owning guns. I see you like had a video like breaking it down, like, you know, like how you know how to handle it. And there's also like you have to know how to carry a weapon and stuff like that.
Yeah, don't nobody know I carry. You see anything on me right now?
No, I was speaking on but you know the video I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I'm just making a statement. Like I'm going about what you're saying. Basically, it's like I like people don't know that you carry guns. Like goes back to what you just said, basically.
Nah, hell yeah. So whenever you're out here, like out of all these places you've been to, out of all the people you've spoken with, what's like one story that you feel like that needed to be here, like that you felt like whenever you were sitting there uploading that, you're like, yo, I can't wait for people to see this?
Shoot, that's a good question. It made me think a little bit. What is a vlog? I feel like it was probably in Cincinnati, and it was apartments called the T. Like they trenched out like crazy. Like every corner is a candlelight, and it just like completely sad. It's really the trenches, it's trash everywhere. Like, and a little 13-year-old got killed over there. So it's a lot going on in the T in Cincinnati. So I feel like that story is what I really wanted to share because it was just so raw and uncut. Real. Like maybe young kids are dying already. Like, and I don't know, man. That story is just crazy. They just have to go watch that vlog and see like what I was saying.
Hey man, make sure y'all tap in with that Cincinnati vlog, man. Me personally, I ain't gonna lie. Like usually, like whenever I'm getting like to the end of the day, when I'm sitting here like uploading clips, I usually like I throw it on. I like to watch, you know, a lot of the content from the city because. Just to expand and like be able to know what's going on in the city. I do love, you know, sitting there and like just watching the way you sit here and interact with them. You'll walk around with them through their neighborhood, and just like, of course, I already know for them it's dope as hell. Cause people, a lot of people want to say people love to be on camera. When the cameras come out, people love when the cameras come out. You know, they want to be able to get their face put on there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. It's a great experience, real. I'm blessed to do it. I'm thankful that I'm able to do it. To even go into hoods, to even come from a hood myself. So a lot of people are not even able to go into hoods and do the same thing.
No, and especially like you said, like coming from here, like most people wouldn't even think to want to go back and like put some assistance. Usually like they'll think like, oh, like the mentor you do, but like you just come and you bring the camera, you ask certain questions, and you just allow them to show who they are and you know where they at. So like pivoting a little bit, when like we say, you know, you're a mentor, what is that like speaking in the schools and speaking to the youth, you know?
Honestly, it feels good because I'm changing the youth. You know, I mean, my goal is to change the ghettos, and I know it starts with the kids. So, you know, when you like growing up and you seeing it firsthand, you losing your own friends, and we grew up in the same cycles. It feels good to be able to go in schools and stuff like that, and like change kids and change their thought process, and just be the one that they come to about things. So, it's really a blessing. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And then, so when you're going here, like, do you see yourself in any of these kids? Like, do you like, damn, like, if this kid just has the right foundation under him, like, they could be great, you feel me?
Honestly, I feel like I do see myself in all those kids that I come across, and like the foundation part, I feel like I am the foundation. So I feel like as long as I'm able to step into the schools and work with these kids, then I believe that they do have a great chance to become successful.
And then so far, like, you know, you've been doing this, you say, since about 2020. Have you been able to, like, see a positive impact? Like, is there any kid in particular where you're like, damn, like, the way their mindset probably was when you first met them to where they at now, whenever you speak to them, like, are you able to see this change within them?
Yeah, every kid I have came across have changed. Like, I was just with a kid last year for 1 year, he has changed. This year I'm with a new kid. I'm with a couple of them, but the kid that I'm targeting, he changed it within 1 week since I've been with him. But every kid that I have came across, they have changed their behaviors completely. Like to the point where I'm the only one who can, like, even like a couple of days ago, I was called to a situation with another one of my kids where the police were involved. The police and other individuals, they couldn't get to him. But once I pulled up, I got him in my car, I took him home. And so every kid that I came across, they literally like follow my lead, and I'm able to get to them. So my work is just showing for itself.
I know that has to be dope. Like, you know, you probably just sitting there, you get a phone call, and to know, like, you know, probably without you, that situation could have gone in any other way. You feel me? But to be able to like be the person where it's like, nah, man, call NaShan, bro. Like, call NaShan. Like, I ain't talking to none of y'all motherfuckers out here, bro. Like, that is definitely just dope to see, because I already know, like, especially for that kid, it's like they have a person now. You feel me?
Yeah.
When put with their back against the wall, and you feel like everybody in your face is, you know, almost against you, maybe even if they're not, but that's just how you feel, to know that they have somebody like, nah, bro, like, I don't know what y'all talking about, but I know she gonna understand. You feel me?
Yeah,
So
that's exactly what
definitely
it was.
amazing to see.
I'm the only person he ain't run from. It's crazy. He ran from everybody else.
And then, so what's like the age range of these kids you're working with, you would say?
I work with all of them, but like when I first started, most of them was in elementary. Half of them now, they're in middle school.
Yeah, because you know they're growing up.
Yeah,
and shit.
so I work with all of them, honestly. And most of the kids that I did have, they're now in high school too. So it's all of them.
That has to be dope, 'cause, man, in 5 years, like, yeah, like, if you work with somebody in 6th grade, they're damn near about to be a freshman, sophomore in high school.
Yeah.
And then, you know, so, like, you know, we already spoke about it a little bit. You know, you said you, like, you feel safe. But at first, was it ever, like, a thought of, like, I'm maybe putting myself, you know, in dangerous situations for the journalism? Like, is there any, like, idea on that? Like, do you know, like you say, you know, you carry weapons, you don't, like, speak on it a lot, but, or, like, even just the other situation the other day, like, do you feel the danger? Like, is that something that you keep on the back of your mind, or?
I don't feel it at all. If I ever think about danger, it's because people are self-projecting. But I don't feel it. Like, only time I feel like when people come to me and be like, yeah, that's dangerous, that's risky, you need to switch. But, like, personally, me, I don't feel anything.
Do you have anybody, like, in your family maybe that's saying, like, hey, NaShan, like, be careful when your ass going out there, like, you know, when you told me, like, I'm about to go over here and stuff, like.
I'm pretty smart, though. I'm very smart. I'm very strategic. Just the way that my mind is set up and how I think, I know how to move. So I'm aware that I do need to be alerted at times. So I am alerted, you know. But personally, just I would if I don't know, bro. It's just who I am, honestly. But I already know how to move in a certain way. So I already know how to, like, if I feel like if it's a situation where it's about to get like dangerous or switch, I'm able to pick that up before it happens. I can move out the way.
And so in these situations, like you say, you know, you've always been good. Like, have you ever had any situations where it's like, yo, like, maybe we should move over here? Like, when you're in the middle of these vlogs, has there been any situations so far where you felt like you just had to move away or walk away?
Nope.
I love that. That's definitely dope as hell. Cause I ain't even gonna lie, like, watching, like, that's always something, like, that I'm always thinking about. Cause I imagine, you know, it's probably not stuff that, you know, you even want to showcase on the camera. So I always wondered, like, that's one thing I want to ask you. Like, there any moments, like, when you had to, like, cut that from the camera, like, yo, no, we can't.
No, the only thing that I cut out of the cameras, out of my camera, like, film, is cars. Like, if it's a person that I'm filming, I personally cut their cars out.
No,
because
definitely.
I know that I don't live in a city, and I already know they in some issues. So I'm not about to put, just because I'm doing content, I know how the streets go. I was born into it. So
You don't want to, like, just in case you don't want to even have a chance of somebody like, oh, damn, like, that's Buddy Car right there. You feel me?
I don't even move, like, so I cut cars out.
So when you're editing these, like, you're strategically trying to make sure, like, you're cutting any, like, you know, like, of course you can't cut a whole, like, building out, but you're cutting, like, small little noticeable things, like, where it's like, yeah, like.
Yeah, I don't even film in front of their homes or nothing that they be at. We move out of the way. I make sure that cars is out of the way. Or if I catch it in the video, I cut it and all that. I block out license plates, all that stuff.
I know that has to be a fucking heavy process editing. So how do you, like, how long does it usually take you, you know, editing these vlogs?
I can film the day, get home, edit the same day, and drop the next day.
For real?
Yeah, and I can do that. I can do multiple videos in one day.
Yeah, I know that. You better than me, shit. And then, so, you know, speaking, you know, we all from the city and stuff. I remember first starting this out, like I only knew local rappers from my neighborhood. And so far, you know, I've been meeting and coming across a lot of great rappers. What's NaShan Clay's?
NaShan.
How you say it again?
NaShan.
NaShan? I'm hella disrespectful. I've been
Nah,
saying
you
that shit
good.
terrible.
My name is hard to pronounce. I ain't gonna lie.
So what are some of your top rappers in the city? Because I know you from me. You're heavily connected to the city.
My top rappers, I'm gonna go off character-wise first. I'm gonna go off with Lil Billy, because he's just solid. Literally. Like I just told you about him.
Yeah, no,
he's
definitely.
solid, for real. Go with 4200 Corey. You know, I just connected with him. He's from Pinnacle Square. I'm gonna go with PBT Ace. He's from Amber Woods. Smart kid, smart as heck, man. I never met like a person like him, to think like him and be openly able to express that he's smart, that he's stand on that. And I'm gonna go with Noonan, Polo Boy Noonan. So yeah, those are literally individuals that I listen to.
Those like, so you genuinely you listening to them on a daily basis?
Yeah, I want to see my history.
Like I got receipts.
Like, I'm about to show you.
Okay, no, she not lying. she ain't lying at all. That's it. Hell yeah, I love that. I'm having to get to the point where, you know, I like step out of my comfort zone. Like I definitely feel with like music, I got a little bit of autism. Like I can listen to the same motherfucking song all day for a whole week, and I won't see an issue with it. You feel me? So I've definitely gotten to the point, and like, you know, interviewing a lot of dope ass artists, I've been like, all right, man, let me actually like, you know, sit down and really listen to their tape. Especially like before I sit and interview them, I'll like not force myself, but I make myself like sit and listen to this whole tape. Like just sit there and chill, just so that, you know, I really get it and like take it all in.
You think there's autism though?
I see it as a form. Like, everybody else has a form of autism. I've never been diagnosed, but like I can genuinely sit and like
I do the same thing. That's why
I'll listen to the same exact motherfucking song all the fucking time. Like I be at work and we got an Alexa. I be saying the same shit to Alexa. Like, hey yo Alexa, it's this NYFW song by Skrilla. I fucking love that shit. And I be telling Alexa damn near every day play that motherfucker. Or like it's terrible.
Bruh,
like
I do the same thing.
Man, that shit. I don't know. Like that's what I just call it like. That's what I call it. Cause people always tell me like, bro, like I listen to the same exact shit. Like I probably got a good like 10 songs, and they just like on a constant like rotation in between them.
I do the same thing. And with beats, I gotta listen to beats. That's crazy.
So you'll sit and just listen to instrumental shit?
The same one.
Have you take part in like rapping and stuff?
I do. I make music.
I was about
but
to say, yeah, I know you got a couple songs
Yeah.
out there, but like, is it something like you do serious, or is it just like?
No, it's just for fun. It's just I'm talented. You know, I got a lot of hobbies, and I just like to do it. It's just a hobby. For real, yeah.
And it's something I've been like to ask everybody. You know, we're 8 months in, so we're more than halfway done with this year. What is a goal that you have to still complete for this year, or what's something you've completed this year where it's like, yo, I'm proud I got that one done? Like,
I feel like my status is one that I feel like I have completed so far, getting my name out there. Well, not even, you know, God allowing me to get my name out there and becoming like a face and a name in the city, but for something positive that's actually making change. But that's one thing. But one thing I want to continue to like reach is making sure that people, well, not even me making sure, but, you know, allowing God to use me in ways that people see that I am one of the main answers to like helping a lot of kids and change the direction of the school system, because that's where I believe it starts. Yeah, we come from the hood, you know, it starts in the, you know, it starts
in the
here.
home.
Yeah,
but
sometimes you don't have control over that. But I feel like the gift that I have is shifting schools. It's like shifting classrooms. I'm getting class clown kids that's very popular, that's teachers can't reach. They're literally respecting me to the point where I'm getting them to sit down and actually do work. So it's stuff like that that I feel like I want the whole city to know, even worldwide in America, that I'm the answer, humbly in a way, you know, that, you know, God bless me with a gift. So yeah.
No, hell yeah, I definitely. That's why like I really wanted to sit down with you, man. 'Cause like the shit is just so dope to be able to see like you're really in these schools, and like you're not just out here like, because you could literally just be doing your hood vlogs, and then in your free time doing whatever else you want. But you're like, nah, like in my free time, I still like. It's not just a motive of, you know, compensation and, you know, monetizing, you know, that. It's just I just really like doing this, and I want to reach the people. Like
it's definitely a passion. You know, it wasn't never for money. I'm getting the money off of it, but the money is going back out to my passion, what I'm doing, my mission. So yeah, it's everything I'm doing is genuine. So that's why I haven't started a nonprofit or nothing like that. It's just coming straight out of my pockets. I'm going into schools, into neighborhoods. I'm taking these kids and just making sure that I be an outlet to know like they can never say that they never had help if they choose to go another route. So yeah.
And then, so speaking on that, like you say, you know, you don't have any like groups all coming out for you. When you're mentoring, like, how are you going about that? Are you like showing up to schools, like letting them see your resume, like, hey, or is it just like, how do you go about getting into the schools and getting with the children?
I connect with another company.
Okay,
So, but even though they pretty cool, you know, I respect them, but I'm going in with another company, but I'm also going off of my own skills in a sense. So it's like everybody is benefiting in the long run.
So the company's just like putting you in the door, because I imagine it's a lot easier to get into a school if it's like, yo, like I'm working with such and such,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And then, so what's like, if you can go to one neighborhood or go talk to one like person that you like, man, I really wish I can get with them, you know, go around their neighborhood. Who's somebody that like you was like, yo, I gotta get that, like what's somebody on your bucket list, or a neighborhood or a city that's on your bucket list?
Well, it's already in the process, but Derrick Rose.
Yeah, no, I've seen you popped out at his flower shop, and then he recently shared some of your stuff and then liked it and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is dope as fuck. I already know that has to be fucking major.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just right now. I'm just trying to get all that situated. Right now, I know he's about to start a program in his own city, in his hood, where he about to start selling flowers, and he's gonna allow the youth in his hood to start working it. So that's a program that he's doing in his neighborhood. So I kind of understand he's already busy. He's trying to get Chicago together, but the goal right now is to connect with him and hopefully bring him to the public school systems here and like do a giveaway, a basketball camp, and more so just like talking to them. But I'm trying to do the whole district and not just one school. I want all the kids in the public school system to be able to come to this opportunity. And the reason why I chose the public school system is because every neighborhood that looks like this is public schools.
No, literally.
So, and that's where the kids that I target they're at. So,
and most public schools are literally like that's where you find the most issues, because of course, you know, it's underfunded. So the teachers usually like they here to pay some bills and to be able to have job qualifications to move on to a much better school.
I ain't gonna lie. I think a lot of people will probably get a lot of things like twisted in a sense. It's some great teachers in the public school systems right now that I came across who genuinely like really care about these kids. They do, you know, express they don't get paid, and it is true, they don't get paid. I feel like schools, anybody that works in the schools, they should get paid more than $60,000 in my 50, 60,000, you know, but it's a lot of teachers that's inside the school systems that are really like genuine.
So you've met some solid, and I can only speak on, you know, my little brother, he's going to Irvington now, but I don't even think that's a public school. So I haven't like been in a public school shit since 2018. So I can only speak on, you know, my personal journey, and like I just remember going to school like literally just like, yo, y'all don't give a damn what really happened with us in this motherfucker. Like,
yeah, I mean, I came across people like that. I feel, and that comes back to like it's good and bad everywhere. I came across good teachers that I feel like wasn't well, and I came across some that really showed that they cared. But I do believe I still believe like what people that are working in schools get paid. I feel like they should get paid a lot more than what they're getting paid.
No, definitely. Because I mean, honestly, if you think about it, the same way we sit here and we look at, I ain't gonna lie to them, that almost freaked me the fuck out. If y'all was able to see, it's a squirrel looking dead at us right now. Like, what the hell is y'all niggas doing? But I've always seen like, yo, like a teacher is more important, if not just as important as a doctor, as a nurse. So the idea that like they're so underfunded. I remember back when I was in school, when all the teachers literally they went downtown and they protested, you know, being underpaid and
like
underfunded.
recently, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was down there. I went to go see it. So yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And then something, you know, just in that same realm, if we had, city leaders and lawmakers right here, what is one thing, if you only have, 10 seconds to be able to tell them something, well, not 10 seconds, but like, if you only have the opportunity to tell them one little thing, what's something you want to tell the lawmakers and, the people who run the city that they could be doing, to, if not help with what you're doing, just help in general with the overall cause of helping the youth?
I would just tell them to look at what I'm doing already. That's the answer. It's not a curfew. That can play a role because that's structure, but it's not charging their parents all that money. It's not all this extra stuff. I'm doing the work. It's changing these same kids that you can't reach that you're trying to charge their parents for.
Literally, they're spending hundreds of thousands of tax dollars in the wrong areas, and it's like it's not really doing anything.
I'm causing a change. They're literally like people. They're seeing it. People in the school see it. Like they can go to these kids and ask about me. They're literally the same kids that nobody can reach, didn't believe in. These are the same kids that I came into their life and they're now doing well. So that's what I wouldn't even have much. I feel like I wouldn't probably have much to say. I would just tell them like I'm the answer.
Check out the work that's already
just
been
see
done.
the work,
And then speaking on that, like how do you feel about the recent, curfews and how they're planning on putting the fine, a $1,500 fine, on which more than likely is probably, an impoverished home already. But that's why these kids are outside the way they are. Like, how do you feel, as an activist and a mentor and a leader in your community?
I think the curfew is good. It's one step. It's not the whole thing because, kids do need structure. But, like, the money-wise, I feel like it's just another way to go about it. There's people out here that can actually reach these kids. And then, like, their money or whatever, they can go another way to get these kids, finally follow suit. It's going to take time, It's going to take time. It's going to take work. But it's people already that's people out here that's already doing the work. That already have, like, their hands in these kids' lives. That can influence them to go another way. Just connect with these people. Connect with the right people. Give them what they need. Come together as, like, all together. You don't got to be divided and work. Understand that things take time. It's going to be some hard times. It's going to be good times. But stay connected. Sit down when there's misunderstandings. Have meetings with each other and figure out a way how we can get these kids to follow our lead. But as time passed, I'm sure it will be another direction. Like here, 42nd and Post Road. When people bring up 42nd and Post Road, what you think?
Genuinely, I would say like 42nd Post Road is, of course, like as soon as you hear the name, you immediately think crime. You think, impoverished neighborhoods. You think, lack of opportunities, things like that.
Yeah, so now, knowing what I'm doing and me connecting with the city. Now, if me and the city really come together and sit down and they say, okay, we want you to be a part of this change on 42nd and Post Road, this whole neighborhood would change into a whole different community where people are going to see it differently. And that's what I mean, like, the city and others have to add minds.
Bridging that communicational gap that I feel there is definitely massive. Like, if you think about, like, you see the way they speak about things on the news and, stuff like that.
I don't even watch the news.
I always try to, check it out a little bit, but it's just, you can just hear the misguided and, like, the misinformed in, like, the way they speak on these neighborhoods. Like,
yeah, they sometimes, and I feel like that's normal, but sometimes they don't have a connection. They don't understand. It's like they're on the outside looking in. Literally. That's why I say they have to connect to genuine people, genuine people who they are really trying to help change the community, and get to know them, talk to them, and allow them to teach you and help you understand what's going on. Because now if you have a better understanding, you can properly lead the city a better way. If you don't have an understanding of what's going on in these communities, you're not going to be able to lead.
No, genuinely, I think that's dope. Like, so far, the people I've gotten to sit down with who, like, I feel like good leaders, honestly, you and another brother, Big Homie Ace, he does a foundation where, he feeds all the homeless people downtown. And for him, it's literally like, at one point, he was homeless down there sitting in that same area, and now he comes out every Sunday and he's feeding them, making sure, like, even if your whole week was shitty, at least on Sundays, you get your nice hot cooked meal, somebody looks at you as a person. So I like stuff like that is dope, but like, even with his stuff, like, you'll see the miscommunication from, like, what the city's doing to what's actually being done on the ground. Like, how the city will, like, they're going through Fountain Square currently, taking down all the tent cities, and it's like, you can take them down, but it's like, what are we doing? Like, they're building the new hotel downtown, it's $1 billion construction project, And it's like, bro, y'all could have put at least $2 million. I get, like, of course, it's not the city funding, but like there's money out there that could be placed into, like, you know, mental health things, or just, you know, having a space for these people to actually go instead of just kicking them out. And now it's like they're just about to go somewhere else. Like, you take them from over here, you're just pushing them to a new neighborhood. You got to give them the opportunity. You got to give them something to do.
That's just like hoods. It's like the same thing. Like you can knock this down, but somewhere else it's going to be reborn until you actually target the actual problem.
No, and then a lot of it, I think, is like the way I see it is like, of course, the government, it's like it's all one business. Like the whole country's one big business, and it's like for them, they need. Of course, they'll make it seem like they don't want it and they hate the, you know, the impoverished neighborhoods and all the crime, but they need that because they need people.
Yeah, so it's making money.
Yeah, they need people to be locked down and to feel like there's no, like, there's only a certain, like, they need a glass ceiling for them, so where you can get high, but you're not getting past it.
Yeah, I'm already aware of the government. I have came across a lot of truths, being able to see it. So,
and have you seen any, like, pushback or anything where it's like, damn, like, if the government wasn't like this, I could be doing more? Have you come across anything like that with, like, what you're doing?
Have I ever received pushback?
Yeah, pushback, or maybe just like when you're going to mentor somebody, it's like, oh, well, stuff has to be done by the books or stuff like that.
I don't go by no books, honestly. Like, if I feel like what I'm doing is working and people are seeing it, I'm not going by a book. I know what I'm bringing, so I ain't going by a book.
So just do it and then, hey, ask for forgiveness later type of idea?
No, but what you mean?
So I'm saying, like, so when I say, like, pushback, or, like, maybe, like, let's say, for instance, like, you're trying to go to a school, but this school, they, like you said, like, they want you to be, like, working for the group, or, like, have you received any, like, pushback, or, like, with, like, somebody not allowing you to mentor, or somebody not allowing you to go the extra mile?
No, I don't think I ever came across that. Probably my first few years, but not recently, no.
So in those first few years, what was, like, some, like, pushback that you were receiving?
It was about grown women. Grown women that were old enough to be my mother and grandmother.
And, like, so what is some stuff that's coming across, like, with these people? Or, like,
envy, hate, jealousy. Like, they mistreat me all the time.
Oh,
especially, like, so in my first few years, I came across a leader who, I was going in for a different position. But when I went in there, they saw they had to see something else within me, and they called me and they offered me another position. That's when I went in for as working with behaviors. So off of that, like, I came across so many women inside the environment who always push back, and attack me. And it was jealousy, it was envy, and I was the youngest in the environment. I stayed to myself. I was quiet. The leader had to, like, push me to get me to talk to other people because I was just coming here, learning, doing my job, and going home. So that was the most pushback I ever received. Like, even though I was causing change, kids were responding well to me, they were following my lead, I was still getting pushback from grown women. So yeah.
And then I definitely want to take a little switch here. So, you know, you've been having a crazy journey, you know, honestly, like, blowing up on the internet, and, you know, what is some stuff that you've seen so far? Because I can name a few instances where, like, just being an outsider watching, have you seen any type of, like, hatred, or just like, damn, like, this is what comes with this? Like, I didn't know this is how y'all was going to treat me once I got big. Like,
yeah, it comes with it, though. I noticed so many people watch me, they copy my format. Everything I do, everything I say, they watch it. But the thing is, they don't, like, come out and say, hey, I admire you. It just come out, I watch you, but I envy you at the same time. So I came across that, you know. I came across people not even knowing me, attacking me, like the situation, like that dude calling me lame.
Yeah, so that was definitely, that's what I was trying to, you know.
That's my dad.
Are you for real?
No, but he is my dad. My dad 51, so that 40-year-old my dad too.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. I'm like, damn, wait, that's introducing you.
So,
like, oh, shit.
So even though my internet dad came and, like, attacked me, I'm like, you don't even know me. And that's so crazy to be, like, your age and a man hating and showing envy for a woman that is successful and changing things in the world. Like, I ain't out here going a negative way. I'm out here actually making change, and you're hating off a woman.
And you're not just, like, out here trying to go viral. You're out here just like, this is what I'm doing. If you want to watch it, here it is to watch. Like,
yeah, you go out your way to make a comment. That's envy. That's insecurity. But yeah, I have experienced hate. One thing recently, I have experienced hate that has caused me to move a certain way here. So right now, I don't do videos here anymore. The only way I would do a video here now is I have to know who you are. You have to be a certain person. The price has to be right, and it's not me being big-headed. It's my safety, because I feel like now, when you reach a certain level, it comes with a lot of envy. You cannot be everywhere. Like, I just recently did a video on 10th Street, and I did not stay in that one spot. Like, I had to film and I had to leave because it now comes with it. That's why, like, when rappers speak on, they can't go back to their city, or you don't see rappers in their city anymore. It has nothing to do with them being afraid. It's now they're being smart. They understand where they at. They understand their status. And now they understand how people view them when it comes with envy.
So far, like you found like trying to do what you're doing in these other cities, like trying to do it here in your city, you're getting people that are like
hate. Yeah, it's envy. It's more so envy. Like especially like Indianapolis, we're not used to seeing. It's not common to see people blow up here
at all. No,
I feel like that comes with a lot of issues.
It's like a fucking unicorn out here.
Yeah, it comes with a lot of issues. It comes with like a crab in a bucket like mentality. So it comes with a lot of envy, honestly. So I have to move differently. I'm being smart. So yeah, it's just me being smart, strategic. You know, I got to make sure that I'm not even worried about like anything else, but I also understand what comes with being successful and rising here in my city. And I'm not going to move out. If it's in God's will for me to move, then I will move. But I'm going to stay here. It's the thing. So I have to watch how I move.
Because when like you coming up, it was all to like fix your city. So the move would be like, damn, I'm giving up on that dream.
Heck, you know, me moving, just me wanting to move, and understanding that sometimes when you reach a certain level, you do have to move out of your city. I understand that. Like, what celebrity still lives here? Mike Epps gone. I'm sure he didn't move because he was afraid. He moved because he's Mike Epps. He can't. I mean, he comes here, he moves around. I'll do the same thing, but I understand he probably can't. Like, he's smart with it. You know?
Yeah, like Mike Epps just don't like pop up somewhere with a group of people. Like, if you do, it's because he got an event going on here in the city. He's been invited to an event.
Yeah, so I moved. Like, nobody knows where I'm at right now. Nobody. Like, somebody, if I show you a text right now and somebody said, where you doing your vlog at? I ignored it. And this is somebody I talk to every day. And that's because my former mentality have changed. Like, I don't know if I could, like...
So you got to the point where it's like, damn, like, I just don't even want to take a chance on, like, hey, yo, letting you know. And then, I definitely feel you on that. So, like, whenever I first started this, I was doing this out of my room. Like, we was doing the whole podcast out of the room. And then it got to the point where it's like I was getting people. They're like, yo, bro, let me come on a pod. Let me come. And I was like, nah. Like, I already knew from the jump, I'm doing this literally out of where I sleep at. Yeah. So I can't just have everybody knowing, one, where I sleep at, and then two, just being inside where I sleep at. You feel me? Like, so then we moved to the garage. And even then with the whole garage thing, like, when we first started it, I don't bless you.
Thank you.
I don't think it like was anybody. I think it was literally just like a random thing. But we had a bunch of equipment and stuff in the garage, and then I'm thinking, hey, it's cool. You keep the garage locked. We had a ring camera. Motherfuckers busting the garage. Literally, like we had 2 production lights with the stands. We had all our LED lights, everything hanging up and shit. Shit was gone.
So it was probably somebody you knew too.
I mean, yeah. That's why I'm like, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. I never want to say like, man, somebody I really know really just sat and did some weird ass shit. Cause that was even before, like, I probably had like 7 videos. Like, I wasn't even really like moving around the city. This was when we wanted to like really start like getting into like with people in the city and stuff. Hell yeah, motherfuckers broke in there and like they just took random ass shit. They took they left me one of the lights, but took the light stand.
They still cared about you in a sense.
Yeah, it was weird. It was like, damn, like, and I remember thinking, I'm like, bro, if I ever see anybody out here doing a podcast with my damn equipment, because like I had like little LED signs. It was like a light. It was a alien smoking a joint. They took my damn alien smoking a joint. That was my favorite fucking picture too.
Yeah, man. That's why I moved the way I moved. Like the person that I talk to them every day, they don't even live here. I still didn't tell them. I can't. I'm not telling them. I can't. Honestly.
But no, that's definitely smart. Now you know, I like that for you because you just gotta protect yourself at the end of the day. Like it doesn't matter from you protecting yourself.
Yeah, like when I end up moving, when I move, nobody's coming over. No adult at all.
I feel that, not definitely. You feel me? Because
it's dangerous.
And you're getting to a point where like you're becoming somebody, and you're like you say, you got a plan, and God has a plan for you. So it's just like keep that protected, keep that sanctuary. Like we were saying the other day, you know, you gotta protect your own peace, because nobody gives a fuck about your peace but you.
Yeah.
Like maybe, you know, you probably have family who care about your peace, but at the end of the day, shit, even they're willing to destroy your peace. Family will destroy your peace for their peace, you know. So it's definitely like protect your peace is definitely huge.
Yeah, man. I'm good. Like,
So where do you plan on taking this as like I got a couple different questions with this, like for the vlogs on their own little thing, like for your YouTube, where do you plan on taking that? Do you plan on keeping the hood vlogs, or
the
do you see
YouTube
yourself
right,
branching off and doing a little bit more?
the YouTube right now it's probably going it's still, you know, but I ain't gonna lie, personally I'm not just a YouTuber, I'm a leader.
No, that's why I said that's why I was gonna break it down. So like, where do you plan on taking like the YouTube, and then as far as like the mentorship and that leadership, like where do you plan on taking that? And then like again, we didn't even speak on it. You have 2 books that you wrote, you know, like, so like you're doing a lot of stuff, and it's all like really great stuff. So where do you like, where's the goal for this for you?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be very, very big. I feel like the YouTube will always be here, but you will probably won't catch me inside of hoods. If you do start catching me inside of hoods, as I get bigger, it's gonna be way different. So I'm gonna have a whole team. I might probably have security, and it's just, I'm not gonna be the one behind the camera. It's gonna be different. But I feel like the YouTube will always be here because I'm gonna document my journey. But I feel like I'm stepping into another pathway in the lane, and more so that's political, government-wise, Capitol buildings, the White House, sending important seats for people like that, you know, and actually working hands-on with the schools, you know, just so many important people making change that way. So that, me becoming a leader, is gonna extremely overpower just being a huge NaShan, the YouTuber.
Yeah, and a content creator. You want you want the content to be just like a side thing, and
No,
your
it
main
is
thing
gonna be
is
a
just
side
really
thing.
just helping the youth.
No, the main thing is me becoming a leader. It's already happening. It's just people are just watching the beginning stage of it as you develop.
No, literally, because even though like you going on a crazy journey, you're still in the beginning of it. Like you're still, you feel me, just
This is the beginning.
working out the kinks, and you know you're figuring it all out. So hey, I really appreciate you allowing me to be a part of this journey, because that's like, for me, that's where I wanted to come in. Like I want to be able to allow everyone in the city, as long as if you just got a dope story, you just got something you want to say to the people. Like if you're an artist, I want to give 4-Way Podcast to the people as the people's platform to be able to come on, you know, do their thing. And then me personally, I love to be able to sit down with people. That's my, like, I love being able to get like the inside scoop and like to see and like really ask the one-on-one questions about it, because it's just, I don't know. I love the city, and I just love being able to see like people from the city
Elevate.
do something, elevate, you know,
Man,
get to another level, and then just want to strive for more. Like, cause growing up, you know, like we say, like we don't have nobody. Like you can say Mike Epps, but shit, man, Mike Epps got gray hair now. Like we like, you know, we have a couple rappers here and there. You know, we got people that are like starting to catch traction. You know, like, you know, huge songs and going viral and stuff. But there's nobody really like on a main stage platform putting on for the city like that.
Yeah, man. I just think my pathway is just a lot different though. I'm just more like mine, government-wise. I'm already tapped in, so I'm already up there with higher ups and stuff like that.
So you're already in conversations with like, you know, city leaders, city officials.
Yeah, and a lot bigger.
Okay, hell yeah,
government-wise and all that. So, and not just Indiana government-wise. I'm talking about the main government.
I'm about to say, because I
not-
seen you made the news. What was that? I want to say that in Kentucky.
Yeah, that was in Louisville. But me connecting to the government, it's not me like the big government that everybody is like, you know, it's not me like joining forces in a sense. You know, it's good and bad everywhere. I'm still my own person. I'm pushing to make sure that I do God's will and not my own. But I'm already up there. I'm already seeing.
And you're able to be a bridge, like, for the people, because that's all it is about. It's like, just because, like, it's not saying that you're going to like help them. You're going there so that the people you want to help, they have somebody who's in the rooms with their best interests at heart, who's speaking with a voice for them.
I mean, it's kind of wicked up there. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's deeper than what you think. I can speak on it, but I'm not gonna speak on it on here. That's why like when I came across those individuals, I let people know like days before that the world is a stage, and whether they understand what I was saying or they didn't. And that's why people have to like, when they was like, why you ain't attack them? And I said, I love you. Like, as I said a couple of days ago before the event happened, I said the world is a stage and this is a spiritual warfare, and everybody's in it, no matter the color, white, black, or whatever. This stuff is a trick. It is caused to divide. Like, that's a trick. Like why are you going out your way to attack another person just because they hate you and they're going to, like, this is America, you know? Like, you see there's so many issues right now in the ghettos and in the school systems. Where's all that energy at? That, like, it starts with us. You know, you have to take accountability. Change starts within, not outwards. Like who cares what a person thinks?
Literally,
you know?
so I always go back to the Biggie Smalls movie. Whenever they was like, yo, we can change the world, and then Puff told him, it's crazy, it was Puff, but like he was like, yo, before we change the world, we gotta change ourselves. Like,
yeah, that's exactly what it is. Like, what's her name? Lakeisha Jackson. She just had an event, Peace Walk, started in Amber Woods. These type of events, you don't see that.
I ain't even gonna lie, see, no, like I had no idea. There's no.
Yes, well, she's kind of older, and she's like a little bit higher up in the government, but it goes back to, like, you see all those comments, everybody mad because they went through downtown and they said all that stuff. But you don't see the same energy for our own communities, like what's going on in schools, kids dying to our own kind. Like, you don't see all of them at these events to make change. You don't see them inside meetings to push their voice out or anything like that. So it's like, I don't respect it. It's because it's like, I can't listen to you. Well, I'm not, but it's like, bring that energy to what's really, like, in our own communities, bro. You can't control what people feel about you. Like, I can go across the street, a person say, I hate you, NaShan. Okay, what you want me to do? That's personal. I'm not gonna,
and you're giving up energy from yourself that you can focus on. But then, like, that's where, like, that's how I live my life. Like, literally, like, I just put out good into the world, and even if my good being put out is responded with negativity or whatever, that's how they chose to react, you know?
I mean, I don't care. I'm here to please God, you know? Like, people always talk negative, like, oh, like, I follow the word. The word is Jesus. That's what I follow. That's what's building me. That's what caused me to. And you know what's crazy? Me just saying I love you, so many people knew, like, that statement was so powerful that I didn't even bring Jesus up. I just said I love you. If you go in the comments, people are, like, bringing Jesus up. And that lets me know that that statement was so powerful and that what God is doing within me is actually working and showing. Because if I could just say I love you to hate, and people already connect Jesus to it, I believe I'm doing God's will, whether they accept it or whether they do accept it. You know, I'm not here to please people. I'm here to please God.
And just, you know, just keep doing your thing. And hell yeah.
Yeah, the internet is the internet, man.
No, the internet age.
They're gonna love you or hate you. You can't please them.
As long as they watching, man, that's all that matters at the end of the day, man.
They can say all the crazy. They can say the crazy. They can talk about my grandma. I won't care. They do what they want to do. It's the internet. It's just, you know, you can't control my emotions. You're on the internet. I'm in real life.
I fucking love it.
I'm just a troll, though.
What's some people that you want to, you know, shout out that have, like, helped you along this journey, that have helped you?
I mean, it's probably a few people that helped me on my journey, but I'm not going to say their names.
Okay.
Because it's issues connected to it, and I can't say their name because I don't know where things are at. But it is people that helped me get to where I'm at today. It's people who opened the door for me, that actually taught me, like, the importance of relationship building to the point where now the work that you see, go ahead, Swipes.
Oh, but I ain't trying to.
Like, the work that you see me, like, people see with kids and the way that I'm building with them, that was taught to me my first year. So stuff like that. So, like, a lot of stuff that I'm at now is literally from people inside of the school system. So yeah, but shout out to them, but I ain't gonna say their name.
And I definitely shout out to them, man. I wanna shout you out, man, cause like
that, man.
You reached out to me and you told me, you know, you like, yo, I respect what you're doing. Let's get a podcast in. And you already know, man. I was trying to get you to sit down forever ago, man. I was like, yo, I gotta get her on there.
I did try, you know, I'm a business, but I respected it.
No, hell yeah, no, and that's why, like, I never even, you know, I was not tripping at all. Like, of course, you know, there was a little part of me like, damn, like, I really wish I could get that interview, but I'm like, I can't say nothing because I already know, like, what you're doing and, like, where you plan on taking yourself. And I would never, like, devalue somebody. If somebody sees their value, that's, you know, that just is what it is. But, like, the only thing is, like, with the podcast, I've always felt like, you know, the best conversations I had when it's like a mutual, they want to speak, and, you know, I want to speak to them, you know, it's like a mutual thing. So I really appreciate you. Like, man, I ain't gonna lie, whenever you reached out to me, you said that to me, I got hype as fuck. I'm like, oh shit, hell yeah. This was definitely like, 'cause, you know, you're just somebody in the city who's like really trying to do something. Like you're not like just sitting here rapping, like you really trying to make an impact. And those are the people who I want to be able to showcase. Of course, I want to sit down with the rappers because, you know, that's always fun to talk to them. I want to sit down, you know, different artists and like the guy I spoke to the other day, John D. Harris, making films. But the main part about this is the city. It's making sure, you know, the city feels seen. The city has somewhere where it's like, yo, that's for us. Like, Four-Way Podcast, that's, you know.
I like that idea, but also understand, like, coming up and you doing for the city, you're going to have a lot of love. You know, I feel like the city does give a lot of love. Yeah, man. But, yeah, man, this is where I come from. It's half gone, though, man. But, yeah, I appreciate you, man. I rock with you a lot. I respect what you're doing. Hope the city tap in. But always, you know, make sure you, like, you know, maneuver and know what comes with it. And make sure you reach out to the city, too, you know.
Nah, that's why I was like, I was happy as fuck to get the yo, that's Four-Way Podcast. Thank you to NaShan Clay coming to sit down with me, man, taking some time out of her day. Make sure y'all tap in, man.
Yep.